Hello there. Hi YouTubers. Hello to all of my subscribers. This is going to be a sweet little video about earthquakes, which I suppose there's nothing sweet about those, right? But to start off this video, I'd like to give a shout out to a new friend of mine. Her name is Kim, and she's in Bedford, Pennsylvania. And she works at the Greenwood Gallery. What a beautiful shop she has, and it is awesome. She runs it. Her boss is a very nice person who allowed us to visit there. Absolutely beautiful shop. It's so wonderful, and it just has an atmosphere of welcoming, and you just feel so good when you're there. Beautiful items to look at and to purchase as well. It's called Greenwood Gallery, and her name is Kim. If you get a chance to stop in Bedford, Pennsylvania, be sure and go see Kim. I also wanted to give a shout out to my family in Pennsylvania. That would be my sister, my nephew, and my niece. That's Kathy, Ricky, and April. They are my family. I love them with all of my heart. And if you ever want to live in a place where the possibility of a good old earthquake rumble happening is very, very small, then Pennsylvania is the place to be, because the whole time I was there, I didn't feel no earthquakes, no shakes, nothing. It gets mighty cold in the wintertime, but there was no earthquakes. Now, on with our update on a little bit of earthquake information over the last 24 hours since I was gone for a few days. There have been several, okay? There have been several worthwhile earthquakes going on. Okay, some that we just might want to mention here. There was another 4.4 magnitude out there in those Mariana Islands. Now, we've been talking about those for a couple of weeks now. Okay, they've been having earthquakes out there all the time, almost every day. Who knows what's going on out there? And I'm not sure if there's a volcano out there in those islands, but those earthquakes, it seems to me that they would surely be just tearing stuff up. But that was a 4.4, and it was 5 hours ago. Okay, so anybody knows someone out there, you might want to get in touch with them. Over there in Washington, 9 kilometers from Three Lakes, Washington, that is here in the United States, and it was a 2.3. Okay, I usually only mention anything above a 3, but that Washington area and the northern part of California and Oregon and up on the northern coast, they have had some serious issues going on with earthquakes there. A lot of people have been worried about that lately. It's been all over the news. Be sure and check out your New York Times, okay? They give awesome information on what's going on, and you also might want to check out the earthquake page that I'll put the link for you. That was a 2.3. That's getting pretty big there. Also in Montana, United States, 18 miles from Whitehall, or more like 18 kilometers from Whitehall, Montana. That was a 3.4, and that was 5 hours ago. So that's getting pretty testy out there. Those areas that are close to each other, like Washington, Montana, the Idaho up there, Wyoming, that would also be pushing your luck with that volcano over there in Yellowstone. We've got to keep an eye on that thing too. How about the South Sandwich Islands? Now, I don't know anyone out there, but 74 kilometers east of the island called Bristol, there was a 5.0. Okay, and I don't usually mention those unless they're over a 3 there, okay? Because they're not in the United States. But still, I believe all of these earthquakes going on, they do have an effect on our climate, especially if it causes a volcano to erupt, because all that stuff goes in the air. It affects our breathing environment. I really think so. Okay, also Alaska at Anchor Point, that was a 4.3, and that was 5 hours ago. Another one 4 hours ago was also at Anchor Point. It was a 4.7. So what is going on at Anchor Point? Well, I don't know anyone there and I don't live there. Be sure you're checking out the YouTube channels that talk about the earthquakes going on, like Dutch Sense, and you want to be sure and check out BP Earth Watch. They're really good at that. And Mike Morales, don't forget that. Another one happened also at 4 hours ago, a 3.5. That's some pretty major earthquakes. The only other one, like 2 hours ago, was in Nevada, Carlin, Nevada, 33 kilometers from there. It was a 2.2, which is really small, and it kind of depends on how deep it is too, because the deeper it is, the less we may feel it. But if it's close to the surface of the ground when it happens, then it can be more intense, okay? So just remember that. You want to just keep your eye on those ones that happen really close to the surface of the earth. As far as more than 10 hours ago, West New Britain, 4.7, they had one. Over in India, they had a 4.8. And in Mexico, a Mercala Guerrera, a 4.9 they had. St. Vincent's Ridge was a 4.7. That was 14 hours ago. And another one in Mexico, 15 hours ago, was a 4.6. So there's some stuff going on in Mexico as well. I don't remember mentioning those before. There was one 17 hours ago, a 4.7. So it's pretty scary down there right now too. Okay, the other one, Western Jingyang, I don't know where that's at. 4.7, maybe in the eastern countries. 4.7. Over in Tonga, Nuku'alofa Tonga Tapu, that's a 4.9. That's some scary stuff going on. And in the Philippines, a 4.5. So that is your earthquake update for now. This is August the 11th, 2016. Be sure and keep alert, okay? Watch your earthquake pages, and don't forget to check out that one for Oklahoma, the Earthquake Watch Oklahoma, okay? And the other one is Earthquake Alerts, and it is on Twitter. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please, please share my videos and give me any comments that you have. Also, if there's a subject you want to talk about, let me know about it so I can get on it, okay? Have a wonderful evening. Check back with me tomorrow. I will be making more videos. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.